I'm Dr. Evelyn Jagpat, and I am passionate about helping you to experience the beautiful love of Christ and of God, and to walk in that love to receive a beautiful, loving relationship with somebody else, that special someone in your love life, in your romantic life. Now, last time, or previously I should say, I talked about knowing or making the choice to let go of someone so that you can receive a beautiful relationship with somebody else, the one that God intends, and that you can actually receive a more vibrant, beautiful, loving relationship, personal relationship with Christ and with God. Now, I know that it's not unnatural to sometimes feel disappointed when God says you got to let go of something if you want to receive what you really have been hoping for. You gotta let go of this guy. You know, he's not good for you. Or you got to let go of her. She's not good for you. It's natural to feel sadness or to respond with a sense of loss or with grief. And maybe even anxiety. Like, okay, so I let go of this. How am I going to be sure I'm going to receive anything? How can I be sure that you've got me covered, right? That I'm not going to be alone. I can't endure this loneliness. Well, the number one answer to your question is you're not lonely. You've always got my love, is what God says. That's what Christ says. Listen, you've got my love. I've got you covered. We give you this perfect, beautiful love let's don't make it complicated. The kind of love you need to receive so that you can feel completely viable as a human being. But let's go a little further. So you got their love and you know you've got it, but you might be questioning, like, wow, really? How do I know? You're like, can I do this? Or how can I go through this sadness, the sense of loss and disappointment? Count it all joy. God says, let it go. It is for your best. It is His will for you to receive good things. God says, by His grace and mercy, because of what you have received through Christ, what you've received is forgiveness. You've received His nature of righteousness. No more punishment, no more judgment, but this beautiful, loving, personal relationship that you've received through Christ with the Father that acknowledges you as His beautiful, beloved child. You are loved and you are received with His grace and mercy. And He says, my grace and mercy comes with favor. It comes with blessings. It comes with everything you need in this life. Your complicated history doesn't matter. The current situation that you're going through doesn't matter. God is more powerful than what anyone did to you, and He's more powerful than whatever difficulties you might be struggling with right now. He wants you to know that you have His favor and His blessings, His mercy. And through Christ, what you've received is help. I will help you. Don't make it complicated. You have to realize that He's saying, listen, I have these beautiful thoughts for you, and they are numerous. As it says in Psalms 139:17, some of His beautiful thoughts towards you are just numerous. He's occupied with thinking of how to bless you, how to take care of you, how to provide for you, and how to provide His love, to surround you with His love. He says, listen, my grace will be sufficient, as Jesus said to Paul, meaning you don't do it all on your own. You don't have to. And in reflection, when you think about it, He offered His own Son when we needed a Savior, when we needed mercy, when we needed life itself. His love and His beautiful heart offered Christ on the cross so that you would be okay and I would be okay and we would be saved. But it also brought us in the experience of having not only this new nature that we've received through Christ, but also the flow of blessings from the Father that rain down upon us. He says, I know the plans I have for you, right? To do you no harm, to give you hope and a future, a good future, which includes love, a loving relationship with somebody else. You know, why would I be disappointed in what God says to let go of? If he says to let go of it, it must mean it's not good for me. It must mean that this is not what he desires. It must mean that if it's not good for me, it's not what he desires and it's not his will. Even though it might feel difficult or a little painful right now, my goodness, it means that he has something better. It means that this is not his best. It means that this actually is, I can do better, he's got better, but actually this can destroy stuff in my life. This can actually be something that is like a snake in the garden that's poisonous, that takes from my life. And although I have an appetite for it, it doesn't mean it's good for me. It's toxic. I have to consider that if God's saying no, it means there's a yes someplace else for me. Are you willing today to function in following the will of God and knowing that you can trust him? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, because he's already proven his love through that sacrifice on the cross. He definitely acknowledges you as his beloved, wonderful child. Embrace the opportunity for the joy in what you're about to receive. Start to think about the things that you honestly have been seeking in a healthy relationship with somebody else. Begin to envision what God's telling you he has for you. Something better, a better plan that's vibrant and real love. The kind of love that is of his nature. A nature which is loving and compassionate, kind and caring, a love that listens, a love that grows as you grow, a love that accepts and receives you, not with condescension, not with ridicule, not with abuse or emotional mind games or just plain toxic poison, but this beautiful, passionate, vibrant love that's just full of creativity, romance even, that reflects the nature of God's heart himself. You know, the one that you can go to for support, the one that you can have the appetite to create and grow together and to experience the love of Christ and of God in your relationship together as a couple. Wow. When you start to think and dream on his level, you'll realize you've been settling too soon for way too little. The poisonous snake creeps into the garden and it convinces you that God has nothing for you, or that God somehow, doesn't understand or has no compassion for you and doesn't wish you well. And that's a lie. It was a lie from the beginning with Adam and Eve, and it's a lie right now in your life. God has proven his love through Christ. And in so many ways, he's saying, I've got so much more for you to receive right now. So let go, and open up the space for me. That's what God's saying, for him and for Christ, and for this beautiful, loving relationship with somebody else, the special person that I'd like you to invite into your life to receive. Don't be disturbed. Recognize this is a moment of celebration. God is saying yes to something wonderful, a beautiful romance, a beautiful loving relationship with someone else. And especially he's saying, yes, come, receive my love and feed off of that and be nurtured by it. Be filled up with the pure, beautiful nutrients of my love and the love you've received from my son. Listen, have faith. Have faith in God. You can have faith in God and trust him. He loves you. Remember, it's all going to be received by grace. You do not have to work so hard. Grace and mercy means I provide. I am your Father, your loving Father who cares about you and who thinks about you and has plans for you and intends to provide for you, even in this area of love and your heart. So don't be nervous. He's saying, I've got you covered. By my grace, you'll receive it. Work less hard and let go of what I asked you to let go of so you can open up your heart to someone else. So, as some of you might discover, I like to sometimes close with a poem or choices. And today you're being asked to make a choice. What can all this that I've been saying reveal? What is it that is your heart's being asked to do right now? What is it that you're asked to do? What choice are you being asked to make? It's this. It's from my book, Lipstick Journal, A Passionate Love Story. If of the past I don't let go, I may never know love in this plane of reality. So I surrender in faith. I accept God's will. Grown so tired of sabotaging His plan for my life, I relinquish control, silently turning to Him, trusting that He will eventually make everything work out in the end, better than I could ever conceive, even mending my broken heart. In such beautiful surrender to Him, it's such a beautiful thing to receive God's love, to be acknowledged as His beloved, beautiful child who He has chosen to shower with, by His grace and mercy, with gifts and favor and provision and protection. And today He's telling you, I want to protect you from the snakes in your life, that those people who are toxic and poisonous, who bear no fruit and who desire to sabotage your life and give you misery. I want to protect you and do you no harm. And I've got such a beautiful thing. So open up today and receive and let go of what He's asking you to let go of and who He's asking you to let go of, with joy to receive the new thing, that new loving relationship with someone else. I'll see you next time. This has been Keys to Love. Have a blessed day.